Hi there and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we are going to deal with the missing data using SimpleImputer of sklearn. SimpleImputer is a computationally efficient sklearn tool which is widely used in the data science community. So it is very important to know how to utilize this tool. So before we begin, I request you to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon because it keeps me motivated to upload more videos for you. So let us begin. So I have imported important libraries, say Seaborn, Pandas and NumPy, and I'm going to run it once. And I have uploaded the data, that is the Titanic data set. I'm just seeing the information which of the data is having what type of data type and how many missing values are there. So I see there are many missing values on the age column. So we are going to see how we can impute the missing values in age column. Okay, so let's execute this and let's check how many missing values are there in a number. So using df is NA and sum, I can get the count of missing values, that is 177, and let us see what is the index of those. So by running this particular query inside the df data and I'll add dot index to find the index, I get the list of the index. So now before we get into the execution of SimpleImputer, I wanted to explain you what the SimpleImputer is and where you can apply the SimpleImputer. Now the first and the foremost important assumption is that you can apply SimpleImputer for mostly the numerical data. You can apply for a categorical data, but the strategy would be only constant, and then you have to give a fill value name to it. I will explain that how to do it. So on a high level, it is mostly applicable to numerical data, but no one is stopping you to apply for categorical data also, and it is also widely used in the industry. Not to worry, everyone applies for both categorical and missing data. Second point is that it replaces the missing values using a descriptive statistics, that is for numerical data like mean, median, most frequent, that is mode. So you give these parameters while you pass this class. Okay, and the third, it is a univariate imputer for completing missing values with simple strategies. So these are the few points that I wanted to explain you. Now let's begin how to execute it. So it is very simple. See, we have to just import the SimpleImputer from sklearn impute. So sklearn.impute and then you import SimpleImputer. Now you call this class, and inside the open and close parentheses you pass these two important variables. What are those? One is missing values, np, nn. So this is an optional variable, you may not give it. Okay, by default it will be taken as np nan, but this one strategy, this is a very important variable and you need to pass it. Either you can make it mean or median or mode. So let's, for example, I make it mean, and this can be also constant. So if you do constant, then you need to pass one more variable which is fill value, and then you mention a value, say for example 30, and that value will be filled if you give this particular variable. But right now we are not passing it, so I'll just remove this, and then once you call this and instantiate it in imputer, then you fit it with that particular variable. So here I am going to pass the df age. Here the point to remember is that you pass with two square brackets and the variable name. So most of the time people make mistake and they get error. So always remember to pass two square brackets and not one square bracket, because this is a array of one dimension which it is expecting. Okay, then after fitting it, you can do the transform to the required column, that is age, on which we want to do the transformation, that is filling of the NA values, and then again we will pass with the square brackets, and then we can check. So I'm going to execute it, and then we can check that these particular indices which were found to be having any values in age are now filled with the mean values. I can change the strategy as well. For example, I can change it to median. So this value will be all over the missing values of the age column, and we have the median values filled. I can change the strategy to most frequent as well. This is nothing but the mode as per the basic statistics. So I need to rerun it from the start, and we see that it is replaced with the most frequent values. Now let us see how we can use this constant parameter. So constant can be used for categorical columns as well as for numerical columns. So what I'll do is I am creating a function named imputer with two arguments, that is one strategy and the other one is the data frame. So if strategy is constant, then my x is 30, and if it is not, then it's none. So this is how I'm going to pass these values to my parameters of SimpleImputer class, and this is how I'm going to import the SimpleImputer class. So missing value parameter is the same. Strategy would be accordingly what we give to this function. So if it's constant, so we get a value of x from this particular if condition, that is 30. So it will fill with 30 if we have given a constant as a strategy. So let's check. So I will re-execute it from the start, and we execute only this function, not the previous one, and we see that the missing values with strategy constant is filled with 30 for the missing values. So this will return me the data frame, and I call this particular function with constant and df, and this gives me this results. So this is all about SimpleImputer in this video. You can utilize this in your day-to-day work and in your projects and for your learning. I hope you guys like this video. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, see you.